The Rose City, still a topic of national conversation as we enter night 52 of protests. It's been more than a week since federal law enforcement arrived in Portland to stop them, but tensions have only increased, with some confrontations going viral.
And then I sat down on a park bench because I couldn't really see anymore.
That's a military veteran at the center of one clip from last night. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 11 o'clock. I'm Wayne Haverly. Now, he was injured by federal officers, and he's speaking out tonight about that experience. The video was taken by a reporter with our media partner, the Portland Tribune. Now, KOIN 6's Jennifer Dowling is live now at the federal courthouse building where all of this happened, and she has his story along with an update on the protests which are happening down there right now. Jennifer, how are things going tonight?
Well, Wayne, it's getting very active very early. You can see there's a crowd of hundreds behind me. There's a lot more people out tonight than there was last night, and there is a new fence that's up. It was new yesterday, got dismantled yesterday, but it looks like the federal officials moved it closer to the federal courthouse building, and it doesn't look like it's been taken down like it was yesterday. We've heard fireworks going off in this crowd. They've gotten a little rowdy. We heard someone speaking on a megaphone and booing just a second ago. And this is the area where Chris David was hit by federal officers. David tells me he's recovering now at home, but likely needs a couple surgeries on his hand after getting hit with batons. He says he wanted to talk to the federal officers about their service last night, but it didn't go as planned.
This is the video that's capturing the nation's attention this weekend. Shot by Tribune reporter ZANE SPARLING, it shows Chris David, a Navy vet, being struck repeatedly by federal law enforcement officers outside the courthouse building.
I stood there with my hands down by my sides, and they just started wailing on me.
Chris said he'd taken the bus downtown to attend the protest and wanted to ask federal officers a specific question.
And I stood in the street in front of them, and I started asking them if they thought it was okay to violate their oath of Constitution.
Chris says one of the men shoved him backwards.
Where I lose balance and fall backwards a little bit and then plant myself. That's right when they start beating me. They kept hitting me with batons, and I think they decided that wasn't going to work, so they just 2 pepper spray hits I think I took. And that ended that. That was not fun. So I flipped them off, and then I walked to the corner of the park as best I could, and I was losing my vision, and I was just walking through a giant cloud of CS gas.
Chris said he sat on a park bench and a field medic named Tav came to his rescue, guiding him to someone's car.
I couldn't see at all. I could just see sort of shapes. That's it, just really vague shapes. Tav was trying to frantically get an ambulance to meet us there.
Chris says they were able to flag down EMTs, and he went to the hospital. He says his hand is fractured and will require surgery. He says since fellow grads from the academy and other vets have seen the video, they've been sending messages of support.
I got out after about 8 years as a lieutenant. All of these academy grads are reaching out. So, oh, class of 91 over here.
Lots of people are calling Chris a hero or the Superman of Portland online. This is what he had to say.
You know, they're playing me up as an Iron Man and a Superman, and that's not at all what I'm a 53-year-old overweight man on blood thinners, and I've got a lot of physical damage from my time in the military. I'm not made of steel at all. They could have killed me last night, as my ex-wife and my daughter have reminded me 45 times this morning.
Now, Chris told me he was very concerned about the militarization of police and the lack of accountability. He says in the military, there are consequences for your actions, but he feels that for police, they are militarized, but there are no accountability consequences for them. That is his own perception. Meanwhile, I also talked with ZANE SPARLING of the Portland Tribune. He shot that video that we saw that was so shocking of Chris getting hit with batons, and this is how he described the moment in his own words.
This was a very hectic moment. My eyes were burning. I was wearing safety goggles for my protection, and they were actually filling up with a few tears because tear gas really does cause tears. I was inhaling smoke. I was concerned for my own safety. I was concerned for the safety of the people around me. My visual awareness was down. I zoomed in on this one incident here, this altercation between Chris David and it looked like at least 5 federal officers in camo. And the video shows you can see them striking David 5 times with their baton. I wasn't certain why force was being used at this moment. I didn't see Chris David presenting a threat. What I saw was a man standing still.
And after that moment Saturday night, ZANE said he had to fall back a couple of blocks because the tear gas was impacting him as well. And we put a link to ZANE's full account of his experiences last night and what he saw when he was recording that video of Chris David on our website. We've got a link there. You can read a blow-by-blow account of what he witnessed. That's at coin.com. Meantime, back out here at the Justice Center, lots of chanting. Things getting a little intense early on. We'll keep monitoring it. Back to you, Wayne.